What's going on? I've got a Judge Washington landlord tenant case to share with you guys, and this one's a little bit weird, a little bit interesting, a little bit funny, and just a little bit odd. We got a lot of excitement in it though. That's really all I really want to share. Judge Washington's back. Um, I'm glad she's back. She's been gone for about a week and a half, so yeah, she's back. So let's go. I'm Colin. We're cooling. Now let's go.
District Court is now back in session. The court will call the matter of 136 Group LLC versus Jonisha Henderson, case number 25C 3600.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good afternoon. For the record, Neil Chan is appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Hello,
Hello, please state your name.
my name is Jonisha Henderson.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, we're here for the continuation of this hearing. In this particular matter, we adjourned it last time we started the hearing and had to adjourn it. And I apologize to everyone that we've had to adjourn it a number of times. The court has a family emergency that it has been dealing with for several weeks. I'm still in the midst of it, to be honest, but we are here and we're ready to proceed. And we adjourned this, so I know that Ms. Henderson had exhibits she wanted to submit, and she did submit them to the court. Have you received them as well, Mr. Chanis?
I believe it was a picture.
All right. Before we go any further, I really hope Judge Washington's family is doing all right. She seemed to be under the weather before she took her little break, but now it kind of explains things. So T's and P's for Judge Washington's family. Hopefully everything's okay. All right. That being said, let's go.
Was that what was?
It was a couple of pictures and a weather report.
Oh, I did receive those, yes.
All right, thank you. And then, Mr. Chanis, I believe that you had some witnesses that you wanted to bring.
Well, yes, I see that the witnesses that have already testified are present, but I was expecting one more witness who was, I think, going to have to call in, but I don't see that she's on the screen, so I don't know if she has appeared. Doesn't look like it.
The recorder, I'm going to chat with her right now to see if I believe everybody, well, let me see. I can see myself. I think all participants are in here. There is no one in the waiting room.
If I can I put myself on mute for a second and just make a quick phone call?
You may.
It'll be very quick. Thank you.
You may.
Ah, there she is. Yep.
All right. And what is the individual's name, please?
Shawn, SHAWN. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Shawn. Last name Isom, ISOM.
Thank you.
Shawn Isom, ISOM.
All right. Ms. Shawn Isom, I need for you to raise your right hand to be sworn.
Yes. What's up?
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You may lower your hand.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Chanis, you may call your witness.
Thank you. Shawn, please state your full name.
My full name is Chandler Isom.
And can you give me your address? And you are the apartment directly below the defendant, Jonisha Henderson, correct?
Yes.
And can you tell the court what you have experienced as it relates to the dog and the apartment upstairs, and how it has and what's taken place?
Well, since that she moved in, I have been experiencing a problem with the dog urinating on the balcony and it coming down onto my patio. And more so, just one time, fecal matter kind of rolled over the side of the balcony down onto my patio, which it is still on the table right now because I didn't clean it off or nothing. I just didn't touch the stuff anymore.
And so,
So,
go ahead.
no, I was just going to say I did speak to her mom about it.
And you made her aware of what took place?
Yes, and she told me she would take care of it. She would talk to her daughter and have them walk the dog.
And just so you know,
So
there
I
was,
left it alone after that.
okay, there was testimony from the defendant that the slats on the balcony above you were too thin for what you said fecal matter to go through the
Yes.
her balcony onto your porch. Can you explain
Right.
why that's not the case in this situation?
Well, the thing is, it is, they're too close for that. So what the problem is, I don't know if the puppy himself was up there playing or they actually swept it off. I don't know. But it rolled over the edge of the balcony, not going through. The urine is what's going through continuously.
And when you say continuously,
And,
how many times has this happened?
multiple times.
And to your knowledge, that dog is there all the time?
Well, I didn't hear him yesterday, but I was out yesterday. But the day before, I did hear him up there. I think him and the baby was playing.
Okay. Okay, I have nothing further at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Henderson, I think you remember the rules from the last time we took testimony, but at this point in time, you have the ability to ask any questions that you want to ask.
Yes, you said your name was Shine, right, Miss Shine?
Yes, my name is Sean, baby.
Okay, so I have a question. When I came to you about your downstairs patio, about your downstairs action after the rental office came to me and I asked you, was any of your property tore up? What was your answer to that?
No.
You said none of your property was damaged, right?
I said
That's
none
the
of my
question.
property was tore up. None of it is tore up.
Well,
None of
damaged is what, okay. So my next question is, when did you speak to my mom? When did you speak to my
I
mom?
spoke to your mom. It was just when the weather was finna break. It was still kind of cold out. I can't remember the exact date. But it was around the time she told me that anytime that there's something going on, instead of going to the office, let her know. So that's what I did. And she said she would take care of it.
That's, oh, I can't testify. Okay. Okay. The lies, bro. My next question is, you said you heard a dog yesterday? You heard
No,
a,
I didn't hear the dog yesterday. I
Oh,
didn't
the
hear
day
the dog
before yesterday?
I didn't say that.
no, when did you say you
Yeah.
heard the dog?
The day before.
And
I
you
think
quite
they was
frankly,
playing.
are you sure, and you sure it was a dog? Because you sure it was a dog? Are we positive that it was a
Yeah.
dog that we heard?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all the questions
My
that I
daughter
have,
was
Your
on the
Honor.
phone, but she's not here to testify, but she was on the phone. She was like, Mom, I
Because
can
I
hear the
need
dog
my
barking. I
All right,
said,
you can't
yeah.
testify to what someone else said, ma'am, okay?
Right, I get it. I get it.
That's all the questions that I have.
Okay. Do you have questions?
Are we sure it was a dog? Well, yeah. Are we? What are we sure that? What else could it be? We have urine soaking through our balcony. We have an animal. Sounds like a dog. Pees like a dog. Runs around, makes noises like I don't know. I don't know. At this point in the hearing, we're about halfway through. So at this point in the hearing, yeah, you have a dog that's peeing in the balcony and it's dripping everywhere. That's not okay. But we still have another 15 minutes to go. So let's go.
Mr. Chan, based on those questions.
Quickly, Sean, how often do you see the dog?
I rarely see the dog. I rarely see the dog.
How often do you hear the dog?
Well, like I said, the only time I didn't hear the dog was yesterday, but I was out. So I didn't hear the dog.
How
but
often?
I typically hear the dog all the time.
And
I
how
hear the dog
recent?
all the time.
How recent would you say that you've heard the dog?
Not yesterday, day before.
Okay.
Yeah, I think him and the baby was playing. That's what I assumed.
Do you believe
All right.
that dog
You
is there?
can't speculate, ma'am. So I'm going to strike that.
Yes, I heard the dog. Yes, I did.
Okay.
So, ma'am, when you say you heard the dog, go ahead, Mr. Chance.
Go ahead, Your Honor. I think you were. Go ahead.
When you say you heard the dog, can you describe what you heard for me, please?
Barking.
Oh, you heard the barking.
Barking. I heard barking. But the little patter, pitter, patter. I hear the feet. Now that I think is the baby. And I think he's playing with the dog at the time is what I'd be thinking. And then you could hear the dog barking, like, they running around and stuff.
And so you heard the dog you heard the dog barking day before yesterday?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And,
very clearly, I heard the dog.
And it's your testimony that you hear the dog most days in the apartment above you? Okay.
Yes.
And let's go back to the urine. When is the last time you had the urine issue on your patio?
It's been a while, but let me go back to the exact date. I'm gonna pull up the exact date.
Okay.
Hold on, let me pull up the exact date. It's been a while. This has been going on. Where is that? And the reason I know the exact date is because I made a video and uploaded it onto TikTok about the dog urinating on the date is, what's that, May? June 2nd was the day I made that video.
June 2nd, so that's the last date that the urination.
That I have documented, that I have noticed it, yes, June 2nd.
Okay.
That I have documented that I have seen it, yes. That's the last date.
All right, thank you. I really appreciate that. All right. Any further questions, Mr. Tanis, based on my questions?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Ms. Henderson, any further questions based on my questions?
Oh, no, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for attending today and testifying, Ms. Isom. We appreciate it.
No problem. Okay.
You may be excused. You're free to leave. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
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 All right. Any further witnesses, Mr. Chanis?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Henderson.
Yes,
I know
ma'am.
we did all this last time, but Is there additional testimony that you'd like to give at this time?
Yes, ma'am. For one, I still don't have my dog here now.
All
There's
right,
two
please
dogs that
raise,
stay.
one second, please raise your
Oh.
right hand and be sworn.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may lower your hand. You may proceed now.
You're on mute.
Come on, John, leave it alone. Now, for one, the dog still ain't here in my house still to this day. Okay. Now, across the hall from me, my neighbors, they have 2 dogs. But we steady saying, because we hear dog barking, that is coming from my house. It's insane to me. Because literally across the hall from me, that's literally not even 10 steps, Your Honor. It's 2 dogs that stay there. But we saying that I have a dog. Me and my kids see these dogs every day. My baby be wanting to play with the dog because his dog is not here. He hoop, holler, and scream when he see that dog. That's why I sent him with my mom, so he could spend time with his dog. So it's crazy to me that we hearing a dog and we saying it's coming from my apartment. So that means I just got this dog now trapped in my house using the bathroom inside my house, not on the patio, but inside my house because he can't go outside because they didn't want him on his premises. This is crazy to me. I'm really, so what? It's still no dog here. Still, the dog is with my mama still. That's why now I want my mom to testify. Because at this point, it's crazy to me because her and her landlord can even testify because I want her to get the paper from her landlord because they asked my mom to put the dog on her lease because he can't stay there without him being on her lease. So it's crazy to me that the dog been there all this time and they want her to add him to her lease. But we saying that my dog is here. I don't understand that at all. That's crazy to me. Stop, booty. Hold on. And then another thing, my dog don't use no patio. Now, Mr. Channing sent me a video of her stating that the baby was throwing a cup of water. She said kids, but really it was a kid because it was my 1-year-old that sits up and dump out his cup. My dog, when my dog was here, my dog ain't using no bathroom on no porch where we literally sit, play, and do arts and crafts at. My dog's not doing that. And then sweeping poop off the side of the porch is crazy to me. But that's really insane to me. This is all insane to me. It's diabolical. It's insane.
It is diabolical, she said. Diabolical. Who believes her? Show of hands right now in the chat. Who believes her? Leave a comment at this point in the video. Does anyone believe her? Unfortunately, I don't. I don't believe her story at all. No. And she's already claimed that she has a dog. She said it was my dog. The dog doesn't stay here. It's on her mom's. Yeah, okay. All right, let's keep rolling. Judge Washington, you got this. I know it's your first day back. You don't need this kind of case today, but you got this, Judge Washington. I got faith in you. Deep breaths.
Dog still ain't here. Haven't been here. We hearing a dog, but we ain't seeing a dog. So that means I'm letting this dog use the bathroom in my house. This is crazy. No, ma'am. Sorry, no. Now, my neighbors, we hear their dog all the time. We do. Me and my kids. That's why my son want to play with it. Yes, ma'am. But that dog is 10 times bigger than my dog. So that bark is really, the bark is even different than my dog. My dog is a little Yorkie. Their dog is I don't know, it's a big dog. So, no. Again, we don't hear no dog coming from 2958 apartment 2B. No, we do not. It's crazy. The lies is crazy, and I'm down, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Chanis, any questions for her?
I do not, Your Honor.
All right.
When the attorney doesn't ask you any questions, that means he's already proven his case. He or she has already proven their case. They don't need to ask any questions because what you just said just tanked your case for you. Good job.
Well, Mr. Chanis, just so that you know, obviously one of my issues, I got a couple of issues, and I don't know if you can address them.
Sure.
And I'll start with the most pressing one. The last documented issue regarding causing the dog peeing, even if I were to believe the allegation, was on June 2nd. And you gave her notice to rectify it, and it sounds like it's rectified, even if I were to accept that that's what was going on.
I understand. And I don't, the testimony speaks for itself, Your Honor. I don't have anybody else that can testify as to any occurrences after what Ms. Issam testified to.
All right, and nothing, you don't want to have no further statements from you, Mr. Chanis, is that correct?
I would just like to, if I can just ask either Alan Parker or Derek Taylor a quick question regarding the animal being on the property, then I would be done.
All right, I believe that my notes indicate that, let me see. Sorry, I'm using my phone to pull up notes.
That's okay. I believe it was either Derek Taylor or Alan Parker that testified that they had seen the dog being walked on the property fairly recently.
Alan Parker testified that he saw the dog get out of the car and was walking around the apartment with a child, 6, 7, or 8, and go into the apartment. The day before that testimony, which was on October 1st, so it would have been September 30th.
Yeah.
All right.
That I don't need to, you have that information. I don't need to have them restate it.
All right, thank you. Anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Henderson, anything else from you, ma'am?
I don't know. No. Yes, it is because I don't know what to say and what not. I don't know, but I find it weird. I don't know exactly what to say, but I went down there and asked the neighbor downstairs, well, after they gave me the paper about everything that was going on with the dog, and she said, "Oh, ain't none of my property being damaged." She told me that I know that this is hearsay, but that the maintenance man told her it was yours. But now we're saying it's yours.
Ms. Henderson, you
Yes,
cannot
ma'am.
testify as to what somebody else said. Okay.
Okay. Oh God, yes.
That is the quickest lesson in hearsay that I've ever seen. She immediately understood it was hearsay. Good. She understood. But yeah, why is she going down to the neighbor? And if that was the case, why isn't she should have brought the neighbor to court. If they're saying that this dog urine is dripping on your patio and you have your neighbor saying that that didn't happen, I'm just telling you right now, bring that neighbor to court. But it doesn't seem like Judge Washington's okay with this entire thing anyways. So I feel like she might be let off this one.
Again, okay. I'm just saying we've been told what to say, but okay. I don't have nothing else to say.
Okay.
Nothing else to say. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so the onus, the burden is on the landlord to prove their case by a preponderance of the evidence. And the court has, quite frankly, been kind of torn on this particular case. And the reason being this, it's sort of a compounded situation. One, there was a point in time when the property manager did in fact accept payment for her to have a dog on the premises, but then it turned out that she didn't provide the necessary documentation to be able to move forward with having that particular animal on the premises. But at no point in time did I hear testimony regarding her being notified. You can't have that animal on the premises. Go ahead.
Well, there is the pet policy that has been provided to Ms. Henderson. There's also the rules and regulations that I provided to the court that clearly indicate that it has to be entering into an addendum to the lease regarding pets. That's required The lease agreement speaks to the rules and regulations. She did sign those rules and regulations, and was also provided a copy of the pet policy. So while she was told, while she may have paid the 150, maybe it wasn't verbalized to her. Maybe Mr. Taylor can speak to that, but the documents were provided to her and signed by her. The defendant, Your Honor.
Yes, I'm familiar with that part of it. But she also paid a fee that was accepted. And at no point in time did anyone say to her, I'm applying that to your rent and you don't get to have the animal. I asked that specific question. So that's a confusing scenario. When you compile that with the fact that the last documented evidence of this dog causing any issues is back in June, I do not see where you're proving that this is a continuing health hazard. That's what you have to prove, that there's a continuing health hazard. I don't see that here by a preponderance of the evidence. And I understand that someone said the dog was on the premises on September the 30th. My notes clearly show that. I went back and looked at all of those. And I'm aware that someone is saying the dog was there on September 30th. I'm also listening to the tenant who's indicating that, the downstairs tenant, Miss Isom, who's indicating that that she hears dogs upstairs. And the question becomes, if someone is right above another person, it sounds like they would be hearing the dog that's upstairs, right? But she's also testifying she's not seeing this particular dog. So I don't know how big the dog is next door, but this particular witness, Ms. Henderson, you can shake your head all you want, Mr. Taylor. I get to make the decisions. Ms. Henderson is testifying that there's a dog next door. So the bottom line is, you want me to put her out because of a continuing health hazard and a violation of the lease. That has to be proven by a preponderance of the evidence, and I'm not there for that. Now, it doesn't stop you from bringing a new case whereby you can fully document that this dog is on the premises, document and bring in the other witness from next door to say that they've seen the dog, or whatever it is that you want to do. But at this point in time, I'm not convinced, and I'm not going to grant your judgment. So it's going to be denied. So if you want to bring a new case, I will certainly take into consideration everything that was said here today and back in October. But at this point, I'm not convinced of it. Okay?
Understood.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. That's what I said about, 5-7 minutes ago. Judge Washington wasn't buying this case. I don't believe a word that this tenant said. She made reference, it's my dog. It's my dog. I got a little Yorkie. We don't do any of these things. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I like to think that I favor the judges, and I don't, you know what? We're just going to end it here. I don't have anything else to say. I feel like you guys know my opinion on this case. I don't need to keep nailing it down. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe, hype, all that good stuff. You know what to do. But that's it. That's all I got. Until next time, bye.
Are we all set?
You're all set. Have a good day.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.